Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahn from the OG Sports Network here with another Hot Capper update. But yeah, I mean, here at OG, we are a talented group of sports predictors. We just give you all of the expert picks, we give you the VIP experience, we do in depth analysis, and then, of course, we have proven track records to show you that. So yeah, we are a dedicated team, and so let's go ahead and check them out right now. So you could go ahead and find us at ogcappers.com, and you can see folks there like Mark. There he is. He just popped in. Hey, Mark.
Hey.
But you can see overall, he is number 2 in the NHL here this year on the site. So he is our expert NHL capper right now. So let's bring him in. How are you doing?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself since this is your first time on the channel. Let the folks know, how you got into handicapping, how you kind of do it, what you take a look at, all the kind of fun stuff.
Well, so I live in Central Illinois, and I've been handicapping for about 4 years now. And I got into it just for something different. I felt like I was good at sports and going through trends and analytics, and I thought I can succeed at this, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, and you have been doing great, that is for sure. You're my go-to guy for all of these same game parlays and such, because those are all new to me. But you are really, really good at manipulating the lines and finding the edge and looking at, statistical information to put those together. So I am excited to have you on this channel, that is for sure. Yeah. And since you are our resident NHL leader, you thought you would go ahead and bring us one of the best matchups of the day in the NHL, the Wild versus the Blackhawks. So why don't you go ahead and give us a rundown? Right now we have the Wild are big favorites, minus 210. Over-under is 5.5 on this one.
All right. Well, what I came up with is looking at some records and stats of the teams. I noticed that Chicago before the All-Star break was 2-10 in their last, or 2-8 in their last 10. So obviously all year long they haven't been doing well. And Minnesota's not been that much better. Minnesota was 4-5-1 heading into the All-Star break. So as far as the side goes, I'm not comfortable picking a side. If I was to pick a side, I would say it would be Minnesota because they are 10-0 in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. So that's where I'm looking at. I'm looking at the total.
Okay.
Do you have anything that you would like to share about the total?
You want me to give you my advice on the total?
I mean,
it's going to be interesting, because the way it is Minnesota, we know they are bottom 5 in defense, right? But we also know that they really struggle to score. And then, of course, the Blackhawks, like we've discussed without Bedard, has been absolutely terrible. I mean, they're catching the Sharks for the worst team in America right now. Without having my numbers here, I would tend to just on the surface kind of lean to the under on that 5.5 because historically Minnesota's just been so bad. So what do you think?
And that's exactly where I'm headed. I'm headed to under myself. The under, as far as these two teams go, they are 6-2-2 in their last 10 head-to-head meetings on the under.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Before the All-Star break, Chicago scored 2 goals or less in 9 of their last 10 games.
That's bad.
Yeah. And so Minnesota also scored 2 goals in their last 2 games before the All-Star break. They only scored 2 goals each. So
now, do you think that since the All-Star game, do you find that the first couple of games back, the scoring has been low?
I've seen that same trend myself.
It looks like yesterday there was only 2 over games, and then there was a total of 4 scored on Monday. It was pretty wild. It seems like you were having lots of teams that came out and were so maybe it was just the goalies got a little rested up. I don't know.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think everybody got rested and everybody's playing defense, and the goalies are playing defense a lot better than when they were in the thick of the season.
So how do they do this with the Kraken? They have not played yet since the All-Star break. So are they scheduled like for tomorrow? Or are they like just a non-existent team anymore? Like,
They've
are they just not playing?
they've got to be coming up soon.
But look, tomorrow, no Kraken. Let's see. Friday, no Kraken. What's
Hmm.
going on? Did the Kraken did they leave the NHL? Oh, wait, there they are on Saturday. So how do you go from January 31st to February 10th before you have your first game?
Yeah, that blows my mind. I have no idea.
Right? And I only know that because I tend to follow the Kraken, right?
Right.
That's one of my favorite teams to watch. And I just noticed that they got that huge, huge break. So maybe that is the reason, right? These guys are getting, healed up a little bit, less time on the ice, fresh legs. But then the goaltending, that's been, I think, far superior than the shots on goal thus far.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Mark. We appreciate it.
You're
Just
welcome.
want to make sure that you check out Mark. Mark, what do you have for us for sale over at OG Cappers on the site?
Today I have a few picks. I have a $15 best bet in the Wisconsin-Michigan game.
All
And,
right.
and I also have a week-long pass that you can pick up. It is included NBA picks, NHL, and college basketball. And I'm not finished putting in plays yet. I'm still through some stuff, but they'll be really soon.
Yeah, and those, for you guys that don't know, we consider those later plays late steam, right? So where the cappers may find a little bit something extra with additional news that comes out, injury reports, those sorts of things. So anytime that you're a long-term subscriber with us and you have a late steam game, those are sent directly to your email, so you don't have to keep checking back and forth, all day long. But Mark, hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time. Go ahead.
Are you excited about Super Bowl coming up on Sunday?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What, me? Yes, I'm super excited. I am a Chiefs fan. I'm a longtime fan, right? Like I went through all of the bad times, with the Chiefs. I thought maybe Montana back in the day would take them to the Super Bowl, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's been a nice, refreshing resurgence with Mr. Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I think it should be a good game. But surprisingly, like for me, my modeling actually has the Chiefs winning it. Usually I'm like, oh, I don't want to go ahead and bet on the 49ers.
Right.
But now I'm like, hey, I'll go ahead and take the Chiefs in this one.
It's never comfortable to go against the Chiefs and Mahomes in the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now.
Right. But now we have to go through this whole thing with not only was there conspiracy with the colors of the the emblem or the logo for the Super Bowl. Now we have to go through the Chiefs are wearing red and the 49ers are wearing white, and only the teams in white ever win.
Yeah, they're probably going to battle over that one, I'm sure.
Right. All the conspiracies. I mean, I guess like most people say, it's just scripted anyway, right? It's all predetermined.
That's what they say.
Who was that? The guy for the Texans that kind of started this whole conspiracy theory. Do you remember who that was? The running back for the Texans.
Oh,
can't think of his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm like, that's pretty good if you can make these professional athletes just do mistakes and things at will. Like it just doesn't happen that way, folks. Just doesn't happen that way. So who do you got? You think the Chiefs?
I think if Purdy shows up, I think 49ers have a really good chance if he can keep the ball out of the other team's hands.
Right.
But if San Francisco's defense shows up, I like San Fran. I also don't count the Chiefs out. I think Andy Reid is pretty crafty. So
that is true.
Yes, that is the deciding factor for me, is an experienced head coach that knows what to do in these situations and how to get his team hyped up for the game.
Right. And I also, Mahomes has thrown interceptions, and that has hurt them in the Super Bowl because, last time they played the 49ers, they had to come from behind. And I just don't think that's what you want to do with this team necessarily, is come from behind because, McCaffrey, he's a guy, the workhorse that can just, I think, take the ball and run. Absolutely. And then, like Ayuk and stuff, Kittle, they're just so good. I think they have more weapons than the Chiefs. but I do think it might come down to the little bit of inexperience.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm looking forward to your same game parlay. See, I get to cheat because Mark helps me, which I love. I appreciate it. And you guys make sure you check out Mark at ogcappers.com. Thanks for watching. Be sure you guys go ahead and like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications because you don't want to miss any of these expert picks that could give you that edge. All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.